Hey guys, how are you? Today I'm going to show you one of my favorite sandwiches, which is a classic yet not so classic grilled cheese. Grilled cheese starts with amazing bread. If you don't have amazing bread, don't worry. What we're going to do to this bread is going to make it amazing. Usually, I will tell you to brush the bread with butter or oil. Today, I'm telling you not to. We're gonna start with a lot of butter in a pan. I love using cast iron, but any kind of pan will do. And we're gonna put this at very, very, very low heat. And as it melts, I'm gonna load it with flavor. I'm gonna do some crushed garlic, some thyme. You can use any herbs that you have, even dry herbs. I love using fresh thyme and I always have it around. But basil, rosemary, sage, whatever it is that you have at home today. And if you don't have anything, just hit the dry spice rack and just go to town. So lots of flavor there. This is one of my secrets. I love using Montreal steak spice. It adds crunch, it adds a lot of flavor. In this case, it also adds heat because it has jalapeno, and it also adds sweetness because it has sugar and maple syrup. As this goes, the bread, whichever bread, goes in the butter. And it's gonna start going. And now, time for the cheese. Now, I'm gonna show you, you can use any cheese that you have in your fridge. The only thing that I would say is try not to use one that has a lot of water content. So, not buffalo mozzarella, burrata, bocconcini, just because they have so much water that it will soggy up the bread. And what you're looking for in grilled cheese is a nice crunchy crust. This is a piece that I had of raclette. I have some mild cheddar. It's probably left over from the kids snacking this afternoon. I have some blue cheese, some goat cheese. This is a beautiful Tennessee whiskey infused cheese, why not? Actually gonna give it a try. Oh, whiskey, yeah. So, any cheese that you have in the fridge. If it was any other time, I would say go spend the afternoon with your favorite cheesemonger. Try 200 of the most delicious, scrumptious cheeses. Pick your 2-3 favorite and make an afternoon out of it. Today I'm telling you that even cheese strings will do amazing in this grilled cheese. Now the butter started to go. You see that it's going all around the bread. And the bread is starting to take temperature, but it's not going very fast. I have it at very, very low temperature because I don't want this to melt, to crunch up, and the cheese is still not gonna be there. And now I'm just gonna go to town with the cheese. I'm gonna fill it up. Look at that. If it goes a little bit outside of the limit, it's fine. You know, painting outside the border sometimes is fun. And now we're gonna continue adding flavor. Some green onions for some freshness, for some punch. Caramelized onions will do great, especially if you chose blue cheese or goat cheese, but here we chose something a little creamier, so the zest of green onions will go great. And grilled cheese best friend, bacon. Maple bacon. Beautiful golden bacon. It's been rendered, so it's crunchy, but it still has a little bit of, you know, those soft spots. It's gonna be chewy and crunchy and amazing. And last but not least, tiny bit of salt in the center. crushed salt. If you can get some kosher salt, some sea salt, even better, because it actually keeps the crunch. So you're adding more sort of like layers and contrast. And now you're just gonna let it here. It's just gonna slowly bubble away. I'm gonna flip it in. Look at that. See, the cheese is starting to give in, and it's melting on the sides. Now lower it down a little more. 1 more minute, close, and you're done. Look at that. Amazing. It's a melty and gooey, and it still has, you know, some of the pieces of the cheese that are, you know, just set. Amazing lockdown dinner.